Hey guys, Mr. N here, joined by Mr. Curtis Staples, and we're going to be talking about factoring by grouping, which is one of the key concepts in learning how to factor. So we've got this expression with four different terms, 2x squared plus 8x plus 3x plus 12, and I want to factor it by grouping. So Curtis, how would you approach this problem?
Okay, so we're going to attack this problem by grouping the first two terms and the last two terms and finding the greatest common factor of each. So in the first two terms, we have 2x squared plus 8x. And so first we'll look at the coefficients, and we see that they both have 2 in common. So we take the 2 out. And then next we'll look at the variables, and we see that they have x squared and x. So the greatest common factor of that is x. So once we take 2x out, we're left with x plus 4 for the first set of terms. And on this pair, we have 3x plus 12. And so we look at the coefficients again, and we see that they have 3 in common. And so after you take the 3 out, we're left with x plus 4. And so once you get to this point, we see that they have x plus 4 in common, which is great for us because that means it's the greatest common factor. So we can take that out right there. And once we take the x plus 4 out, we're left with 2x plus 3. Which ends up being our factor form of this expression.
Perfect. And when you're actually working this out and you don't have a common thing, then chances are you've made a mistake when you're working this kind of a problem. But in this case, you ended up with x plus 4 on both, which allowed you to factor out the whole thing.